Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today you are finally going to get to see the tour of my craft room. And I just want to start off by saying that this is a spare bedroom in my house. I don't have any professional built-ins in this room. This room serves as my craft room, my office, and my closet. So just keep that in mind. It's nothing fancy, but it's finally the way that I like it, and I'm pretty proud of it. So stay tuned. Alright, so when you walk into my craft room, you are greeted by this corner here, and this is where I keep all of my like inside seasonal decorations. So I just have Easter and Christmas and Valentine's Day, and I just hang it up here on the wall, either with command hooks, or actually some of these I just have like thumbtacks. It's not the best way to hang things, I know, but it works for me. And then behind the door I just have like an over the door like hanging unit, and I just put miscellaneous things back here. I've got like stocking stuffers for next year, and tissues, cotton balls, other craft things. And then I also hang scarves here. I never wear these scarves, but I do hang them here, so. And then I have this wire, or not wire, it's like a metal like rack, and this was in my closet, and it was like a closet organizing thing, and I actually took that out of my closet so that I had more hanging space, and I just put it here because I like having a place to keep items that I need to do something with. So up here on the top of it I have my if you saw my recent haul from Michael's, this is everything that I'm using except the deco mesh that I'm going to make my Easter wreath with. And then I also have a like a haul from Dollar Tree that I need to film. And then here on the bottom I just have my dog's toys, and they just come in here, grab their toys, and go on their way. And then I just keep my Ott light right here, and I move this over to my other desk whenever I'm filming or if I need the light, but I just kind of like to keep it back here out of the way because I really only use it whenever I'm filming or it's nighttime and I just need a little bit extra light. So if you come over here, this is where my closet is, and then I have this shelf here, and this shelf was given to us. It was actually left here by my fiance's roommate when he moved out, and it's like a CD DVD case or storage shelf, and I just have my like my card bases here, and then I have some folded cards, so that if I need them I can just grab them. I normally have a big stack, but I haven't been keeping up with that. And then I just have some extra mason jars. I got some books and then some candles here on the bottom. I need to find a better system for this, but I don't know, it works for me right now. And then like I said, I have my closet here, and then I have a shoe rack, and I highly recommend getting one of these if you've ever thought about it. Sorry, it's kind of dark over here in this corner, but it spins, and I'm able to put my shoes here. That's not all of my shoes, but it's my dress shoes. And then this is the desk where I do my planning. It's where I work on my computer. It's where I do like more office-y type things. And I bought this off of a friend about, I think, in September. And before I had a cabinet, I had like a countertop and cabinets here, and I actually moved that into another part of my well, it's actually in our loft right next door, so, or outside of my room I should say, but this is what I'm using now. So this is where I keep my silhouette, and let me move my cup out of the way. So I have my silhouette here, and then I have all of my cords for that, and then I also have my computer charger. And then in this drawer, this top drawer, this is where I keep envelopes for my well, just all of my envelopes I had. So for my cards, for just general envelopes, large mailing envelopes, and then this is also just a dumping ground for new things that I get that I need to put away. And I believe I got these white bins at Dollar Tree. And then the drawer down here, this is where I keep my most of my thread, and then embroidery floss. I have another thing down here. And then I have 6 of these little like Tupperware containers, and I just have ribbon scraps in here. And then down on these shelves, I have, sorry, I have squeaky floorboards in my house. I have canvases up here. So these are, I think, the 11 by 14s maybe. So I have 3 of those here, and then I have another one here because I can't fit 4. And then I have just one of these containers. Now when you buy these, you get just 2 together, but I have 3 together right now. And in this bottom one, I have brads and eyelets and other little like scrapbooking accessory, embellishments, I should say. And then these 2 are just empty. I haven't found what I want to put in them yet. And then again, this is just where I would set my computer and work. I also do my planning here. And then in this corner, I have my planner, remotes, little notepads, lotion, just things that I might need to grab. And then these drawers, let's look in here. So this top one is mainly what I need for making wreaths. So this is also an area where I might make a wreath. Usually I sit on the floor and do it, unless I'm filming it. But I just have pipe cleaners, zip ties, I've got wire cutters, these little pins that you would use for like a styrofoam wreath form. I keep in here cotton balls, Q-tips, just random stuff that I might need. And then the second drawer, I have my planner stuff. So I have old planners, I've got some stickers. These are just some homemade stickers that and Erin Condren like cards that I've just accumulated. And then planner stamps, Post-its, and this is my microphone for when I do voiceovers on videos. And then the third drawer, I have like the thin rolls of washi. And I've got some ribbon, embroidery floss, twine, more pipe cleaners. And then down here, I have one of these bins, and I just have office supplies. And then the other one has like command hooks, picture hanging supplies. And then these 3 bins are just like on the other side, but this is where I store all of my decorative ribbon and like my wired ribbon that I would use like for bows or for wreath making. Alright, so let's look at the rest of this wall of my room. And I have my TV up here. This is my cow tree that I put up for Christmas time, and I just forgot to take it down. So I just figured it could live here because I honestly don't really have another place to store this little tree. It doesn't like smush up together, so I'm just gonna leave it up. It goes with my theme in my room. And I just have some canvases that I made. And then this is just a dresser. My craft room is also where I store my clothes, so that's why I have like my closet up here and then my dressers. And then we have my my big bookcase, and I have some baskets on the top that I might use for gifts. In that Kate Spade bag, I have some like extra nail accessories. And then this top shelf, I store my markers and my acrylic or craft paints, and then hot glue gun sticks. And then this is my color swatch book, and then these are like little mini stencils. So I put my Tombow markers in here, and then I just separate them by colors. And then my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, I have them here on this Lazy Susan because I have the storage shelves, or not shelves, or I have the storage system for the markers. And if I were to just pick these up, like just the black parts, and take them to my craft desk, it's going to slide around on me and move around on me. So I just have it on this Lazy Susan that I had laying around my house. And then that way I can just grab this whole thing, take it to my craft desk, and then use my markers, and then put it back easily. And then I have an acrylic, this is a nail polish stand that I ordered this from Amazon several years ago, about 3 years ago I guess, and they sent me 2 and I only ordered 1, so I just kept it, and I put my my paint up here. And then I have one of these like cabinet shelf dividers, splitting this up. And then I have the majority of my pattern paper and my cardstock. Now, I have way more pattern paper than this, and it's in another area of my house, but I keep the pattern paper that I use the most in my craft room. So we'll just go right to left. So I just have some pattern paper here. These are all of my coloring books. And then I have like my plain cardstocks, and then my colored cardstocks. I do store my 8.5 by 11 cardstocks in these job ticket holders. Jennifer McGuire stores her stuff like this, and I really, really like this. I kind of thought it was a little unnecessary when I saw her doing it, but I really love this system. So I just sort everything by colors. And then I have my 12 by 12 cardstocks here. And I have one of those like Cropper Hopper 12 by 12 paper organizers or paper holders. And what I did is I just turned it on the back side. That way I could just slide the paper out more easily. And then I don't have to worry like about pulling it all the way out and then pulling my paper out. So I'll probably eventually do that with my other 12 by 12s, but for right now I use this the most, so this doesn't really bother me. And then again, more pattern paper. And then this is my pattern paper scrap organization system. Now I think I'm going to do another video just on how I organize my paper scraps. So I'm not going to take the time and explain that right now, but if you want to see how I store my scraps, just comment down below and let me know. Alright, so this is another way that I store paper scraps, and it's one of those like accordion file folder things. And then this is a Dollar Tree, like one of the shoebox size bins. And I put my 6x6 paper pads in here and just store them that way. And then I have my printer. Then underneath my printer, I have just this little, this was just like a cardboard shoebox that I wrapped with twine, and I have my label maker, and I think I have like a graphing calculator in there. And then I also got this from Dollar Tree last year, and it just holds my printer paper. And then I have another box that I wrapped in twine, 2 different shades of twine, and this is my paper that I recycle. And then the bottom shelf of my cabinet, I have all of my scrapbook and Project Life albums. Alright, and then if you turn to this back wall, there's going to be a shadow because of the light. Let me stand back a little bit. So on this wall, I just have this little shelf system right here. What these are those like wooden crates that you can buy at the craft store. I got mine at Joann's. They're, I want to say like $9 a piece. I get them when they're on sale, and then I'll use a coupon. So I think I paid around, I got all 4 when Joann's had them on sale over the summer, and they were on sale and I had a coupon, so I think I paid about $35 for all of these. And then I just stack them like this. And the reason I have a hole in the middle is because I have my outlet back there. So on the top of my shelves, I have this basket here, and this is just like a catch-all basket. So I have paper scraps I need to organize. I have like lessons that I need to go through and file away. I have more paper, you know, just stuff I need to file, and I'll eventually do. I have some doggy treats, and then I just have some flowers that, these flowers just stay in my room all year round. And then this bin I got at Walmart last week, and it's just like a gold fabric bin. And then I have binders in here, notebooks, laminating sheets. And then on the bottom I have a box of printer paper. I've got a mailer for the post office. And then I have more of these bins from Dollar Tree. And I have another little basket in there. And then on this side, I have another fabric bin. And I just keep like plain gift bags in here. I use those when I have like crochet orders and I deliver them. It just looks nicer to put them in something like that. And then right here are my stamps. So I'm eventually going to have to find a new system because I'm getting more stamps. But this is how I store them. So these bins came out at Dollar Tree, I want to say last year. And so I'm using 2 of them. And then I just store my acrylic stamps in the Avery L clear stamp pockets. So I have the original size, and then I do have the, are these the small or medium? I don't remember, but they're for like the mini stamp sets. And then I do need to get the extra large ones for my bigger stamps in the back. So those are all of my stamps. All right, and then on the rest of the wall, I just have some art and of course my little cow. All right, and then this desk is where I do all of my card making, filming, general paper crafting. This is where it all happens. So this is also my very nifty filming setup. If you want me to talk about this, I will do another video on it. It's kind of, you're probably like, what in the world is she doing with that? Long story, but it works. All right, so I just have a lamp over here. I'll try not to blind you with the light, but I do need it on for filming this video. So let's just start on this side. I have one of my friends from one of the colleges I went to made me this for my birthday, and I just have some like gel pens, an engraving pen, my silhouette tools here, and then I have 2 of these acrylic drawers. I got these at TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and I put my most used items for card making in here. So I have my tape runners up on the top. I've got a sand eraser and then just a white eraser. And then on the top I have my my Lawn Fawn stamp chamois. I can't find a way to store this without it stinking really bad, so when I am using it or wanting to use it, I just take it downstairs, get it wet under the faucet, and then bring it up here and just put it in that. And then I have a spray bottle of water, my anti-static powder tool, and then I love these ramekins from Dollar Tree. I use them for like water cups if I'm using, or if I'm painting something, or to put like little scrap pieces of paper in. I love those. Alright, so back to this. The second drawer, I have my Memento black ink, my Versamark, and then my Versa fine ink. And then I have my personalized stamp that I put on the back of all my cards. This is from Bossy Jossie. And then on the third drawer, I have all of my acrylic blocks, which I don't have that many, but they all fit in that drawer. Alright, and then this is the second set of drawers. So in this drawer I have craft knife, a scraper for my silhouette mat, these little tonic, I think this is like the paper slicer, and then, or actually this is like the perforator, that's what this is. I got my little hot glue gun, finger protectors, Wink of Stella, I've got a glue pen. Alright, this drawer I have just page flags, post-its, just things like that. And then the bottom drawer I have like my water brush, a Sharpie, a chalk marker, nail file, and a Mink toner pen. Alright, and then I have just like a pencil holder, the cow. Alright, so this is like the middle of my desk. So again, this is where I film. If you watch my card tutorials, you see this background. If you see my hauls or any other, I don't know, like tutorials or something that I'm not making cards, you probably see this background. And then this is like where your keyboard would go, and I just put my paper trimmers on it. I have like a non-slip shelf liner there. And then let's go to the rest up here. I got this a couple years ago from Target at the dollar spot. It's a magazine holder. I have my Hampton Art Stamp Perfect. Try not to blind you with the glares. And then I have my Score Buddy right here. I use those all the time, so I like to keep them at close reach. A pencil sharpener. I have another lamp that I use for filming lights. Post-it note holder. This is just fun foam that I need to put away. Alright, and then I have one of these, the Cropper Hopper, I don't know, drawer units. I don't remember what these are called. But, I use this for many different things. So up here on the top, I have a little basket, and it has adhesives. I've got some rubbing alcohol, and then back here I have another Dollar Tree bin, and I just have permanent markers, highlighters, memento markers, my Crayola colored pencils, paintbrushes, oversized crochet hooks. Alright, and then the first drawer here is where I keep my distress inks, and then I also have distress crayons, which I never use. The second drawer, this is how I store my ink that is not my Memento Tuxedo Black, my VersaFine, and my VersaMark ink. So this is where basically where I store my colored dye inks and pigment inks. So I have all of my yellows, reds, pinks, and purples in this drawer. And again, I have that shelf liner so they don't move around. And then this is my blues and greens. And this is my neutrals. And then I do have pigment, these color box pigment petal point inks here. Alright, the next drawer I have like colored pencils. I have my good colored pencils, and then I have my not so good colored pencils. So these are what I'll take these to school if we're doing a lesson and I just need to pass out a couple colored pencils. I'll take these, and then I have Crayola markers. These are just some crappy art markers from Joann's, and then I have my Reeves watercolor pencils, and then just regular color pencils, and then my Derwent watercolor pencils. So these three things are what I use on my cards. Alright, this next drawer is like office supplies. So I have just, hole reinforcers, binder clips, extra post-its, 3-hole punch, stapler. And then this drawer is hot glue guns and a silicone mat. The next one, this is extra adhesives, so refills. Okay, this one is more office supplies, so page flags, post-its, little dividing. I made these little dividers for binders. And then this is like an excess drawer. So I have extra Hero Art shadow inks that came in like kits that I don't need. I already have some of those. And then I have some sketch pencils, oversized pencils for drawing, and then my silhouette sketch pens. Alright, and then those are my boxes for my Spectrum Noir organizers. Alright, and then above my little rolling cart here, this is how I store my washi tape. So this is actually a shot glass holder, and my fiance was given this as a Christmas gift a couple years ago, and we were going to keep it and use it in our next house. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use it for my washi tape, and I love this thing. So it's just screwed into the wall. It's really lightweight, and I can just arrange my washi tape as artwork. So I really love it. And then I have, these are just paint swatches that are framed. I use this like as a calendar. And then this is how I store my backdrops for like my photography backdrops. And all this is, it's poster board by We Are Memory Keepers. So I just have 3 together, and I have it on a binder clip, and then I have these little command hooks that I just slide so that it kind of keeps the poster boards from curling. And then that is just hanging on the side of a shelving unit. Alright, so let's look inside of my desk now. So on the right hand side, I have a drawer here, and this is where I store all of my embossing powder. So I just have them in little containers, and then I have some other colors that are in the original packaging. And I also have a bag of coffee filters back there if I need them. And then this actually slides out. Okay, so what I have in this side is stickers. These are, this is all the stickers that I own. I have Project Life cards. And then I keep my extra packs of like Nina paper and Bristol paper. And then I have extra like adhesives. So spray adhesive, E6000, fabric glue, things like that. Right, and then on the left side of my desk, I have this pull down, and I have like a little mug here if I need to put water in there, roll of paper towels, little microfiber cloth, my stamp scrub pad. This is a little, like a little organizer that I store my blending foams in. These are for my like little ink cubes. So my Distress ink blending foams I store like underneath my Distress ink. These are like for my Hero Arts and my Simon Says Stamp inks. And I have a little paper up here that tells me which one goes to which ink. And then I have my watercolor paper, Bristol paper, and I think I have another notebook down there if I need extra paper. And then this also slides out, but all I have in here is like extra fun foam. I have some like boxes to like cell phones, cameras, things like that. So there's really nothing fun in there. Trash can right there. And let's go ahead and look at my pegboard. So you probably noticed it earlier, and this is something that I wanted for years, and I finally got it over the summer, and I absolutely love it. So I went to Lowe's, and this is just one of the inexpensive like particle board pegboards. It's like an ugly brown color, and I just spray painted it with the green and the white stripes. I spent with the pegboard, the screws and like the little like plastic washers they have to use to screw it into the wall, and then the spray paint. We spent around, I want to say like $30 for this. Oh, and the hooks. I bought an accessory pack for like the hooks and stuff. So it was all around $30. So it was a really good deal. I definitely recommend getting one of these. So I move this thing around all the time. I don't think this thing stays the same, like organized the same for over 2 months. Like I'm always changing something. So I just have like thickers here. I honestly never use these, but I don't have anywhere else to put them, so I just leave them there. I think that maybe if I see them every day, I'll use them, but that hasn't happened. I just have packing tape, painter's tape, double-sided tape, regular tape. I've got rulers, my T-square ruler. I have this little, oh, this came in that accessory pack for the hooks. You're supposed to hang like screwdrivers and stuff on it. I hang my blending tools. I've got a wrapping paper cutter, whatever you call them. My tweezers. And then this was like where there's something, hooks that you hang like your keys on by your front door, and I just have it up with a hook, and I hang my scissors here. And then I have my heat gun. I keep my spray bottle here just so it's out of the way. I have my corner rounder. I've got punches, fabric scissors. This came in the little accessory pack. I just put these tubes of glitter in here just for decoration. And then this also came. I just put my buttons in here. This is my little pin cushion. And then I'm gonna have to move this light down. I have watercolor cardstock here. This is my Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, my Canson watercolor paper, and then this is my my Nina Solar White cardstock that I work on for my card panels. And then I just have a notepad hanging here that I need to do something with. And then this is just stuff that either I need to put on the front of a card, or I need to finish, or I need to throw away. Just random stuff. And then I have an extra cutting mat. This is a magnetic one by We Are Memory Keepers. Alright, so now let's look right beside my desk. Now, my fiance's parents redid their kitchen a couple years ago, and this pantry right here came out of their kitchen, and they just gave it to me because I wanted to pull out drawers in it. And in the top I just have this is mainly stuff I would take to school, or if I babysit, or friends come over with their kids. We've got board games up here, crayons, flashcards. I've got my little money kit for school. I have my Project Life kits back there. I never use them, so I just shove them up there. Extra pens and pencils for school. Alright. And then in the main section, this is where I keep like my bigger craft items. So up here on the top, this is like seasonal clothes, so I have all my shorts in here. And then I have another one of these bins behind this that has like extra like long sleeve shirts that I never wear and stuff like that. And then I have some burlap up here. This is my sewing basket. And then this next, well, actually this is my first pull-out drawer, and I store my deco mesh and my burlap and my tulle. So let's go left or right this time. So I have the same magazine holders like I have over here on my desk, and I have the small rolls of burlap. And then let me move these out of the way. Oops, there goes all the big deco mesh. Alright, so as you can see here, I have the bigger rolls of deco mesh. And then behind that I have two baskets. This basket has deco mesh from Dollar Tree, and then the other one has tulle, like from Joann's or Michael's. Alright, so that's where I keep that. The next pull-out drawer, this is where I keep all my finished cards. Now, I don't really have a lot right now, just because a lot were... I cleaned a lot out around Christmas time with orders and stuff. So I have these containers from Dollar Tree. I don't think I've shown these yet in my room. So these are about this size. They do have a lid, but I keep the lid off of them. And I just keep my cards with the envelope, and then like the clear envelopes, just to protect the cards. So I have like birthday cards, all occasion, and then my leftover Christmas cards. And then back here I have, these are iris containers. I think, yeah, these are iris. And they're the greeting card organizers. So I have some more cards in here too. And then down here, I have more of the, well, I have one more of the basket or bins like I put my cards in, and then these are all the lids that I'm not using. And then this is one of those shoebox containers from Dollar Tree. This one has like card designs that I need to do something with, or things that I need to finish, or extra die cuts that I want to keep. And then this is the same thing. This was what was left over from my Christmas cards that I need to file away. And then I have, I've got my dog bandanas in here. I've got some fabric scraps. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pull all this out. And then I have photo boxes. So on the left hand side are all my pictures. Then on the right hand side I have fabric. And then down here, this is just where I throw things where I don't know where to put them. So I have wreath forms over here. I have this little handheld sewing machine by Singer, which is total crap. Don't waste your money on it. Just stuff I need to put away. This is my dogs. This is their like Christmas advent calendar that I made this past year. And then this bin just has junk that I need to go through and probably just pitch, that I just haven't had time to do it. Alright, and then to the left of my pantry, I just have another dresser here, and I just have clothes there. And then I keep my nail polish up here with some wooden stamps and other little decorative items. Alright, well thank you so much for watching my craft room tour. I hope this gave you maybe some inspiration on how to organize your crafting supplies. I just want to also say that in this room, I don't have all of my craft supplies in here. I have a loft that is that's outside of my craft room, where I have another shelving system, and I keep my bigger items and my excess items there. I might show you that one of these days. I don't know. It's really nothing special. It's literally just a storage room. So, but I just wanted to kind of let you know how I organize the majority of my supplies. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I appreciate you guys for subscribing and liking and commenting. It amazes me that I'm even over 300 subscribers, so I'm very, very excited about that. And I hope I'm giving you guys content that you are liking. So please let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see. I would love to film some more interesting videos for you guys. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.